You've been told that you're lazy, that you just had more discipline, more willpower, more grit, then you would achieve everything that you've ever wanted. But here's the problem with that story, that it's wrong. And believing that it's actually right makes things even much worse. The real reason is a simple task: doing an email, going for a walk, cooking the breakfast has nothing to do with your character. It has to do with a number in your brain that you probably never heard of. And it is called the dopamine baseline. And once you understand how this number gets set, you'll never look at yourself the way your to-do list and yourself the same way again. भाई इधर ही रह, जब मैं कहूंगा रोकना है तब रोकना है. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact 3-step framework on how to cure this. Let's start. Rock. Okay, just to make it easier to understand, this video is divided into 3 chapters. Chapter number 1, the concept, which is dopamine baseline. The concept. Your brain doesn't judge a task by how important it is. It judges it, but whatever level of stimulation that you feed it. And that comparison point is called your dopamine baseline. Dopamine baseline. Everything you do gets measured according to this dopamine baseline. And if the task can't compete with it, your brain, now everything you do gets compared and measured according to this dopamine baseline. And if the task can't compete with it, your brain can't generate the motivation.
बंद करिए स्टॉप
Stop. I don't know. On. Now this is why it matters. And this is actually the reason why most willpower advice often fails. Because you are not controlling your dopamine baseline. Your dopamine baseline is controlling you. Now what does the research show us? This connects to something neuroscientists call dopamine reward prediction error, DRPE. To be clear, how much of modern motivation this kills is still unclear. But that is actually the reason that you can't only rely on willpower alone. Let me explain this to you through an example. Imagine the last time you opened a short video app and every few seconds you got a dopamine hit. Now what this dopamine hit does, it fractures your brain to crave for even more novelty. So now, every 15 minutes or less, you are craved with dozens of dopamine spikes. In the meantime, it would take you to read 2 pages. Now close that app and read those 2 paragraphs. Those paragraphs feel unbearably slow. It is because you aren't getting any hit of dopamine in the meantime. Now what is actually the actionable takeaway? Every time you try to do a hard task, ask what you did 15 minutes before it. High stimulation input before a low stimulation task is one of the most common and most fixable causes of feeling unmotivated. So if constant stimulation is what raises the bar, the obvious next question is, why does starting something feel like the hardest part ever? Even when the task isn't itself that bad once you're in it. Simulation is you can't actually recalibrate a baseline that you can't For the next 3 days, how much recreation input that you use of novel, along with how hard task feel after one. Most people underestimate how much stimulation they, you can't feel what you can't know. Keep a simple note on your phone. Every time you reach for high simulation, low engagement. Riyan, इधर आ. Step number 2. इधर आ. दरवाजा बंद. Stimulate low states. No phone, no music, no snack. This isn't actually punishment. It's recalibration. You're training your brain for novelty. And that's actually how you train your brain to stop doing it. Step number 3. Board on the friction ladder. On friction ladder. To actually make things difficult for you to reach that novelty. And you have to create friction to do so. Like putting phone in another hand. What that means is that you have to stay happy whenever you do a limitation task. But one principle to take away. You're not calibrated. Just calibrate whatever has access to your every every rapid fire app, training your brain on what reacting means. And this is an upgrade. Actually, बंद नहीं on. Bring the car back for dopamine. सबर कर बस आप. 2 मिनट रह गए. That's exactly what catch breaks down. Specific every more obvious. Training dopamine systems every single day. At which ones